Welcome to episode 20 of the Italian Americans in Hollywood podcast series. I'm Daley Giacopella.
And I'm Sadie Bruni.
Today, we're going to be talking about Alyssa Milano.
Yes.
You probably know her from all of her iconic television roles.
Of course.
But did you know that she's also a children's book author and a passionate advocate for various causes?
She is, and it's fascinating to see how she's kind of managed to navigate Hollywood and really maintain a presence for decades.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. Alyssa Jayne Milano was born on December 19th, 1972 in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
That makes her 52 now.
Wow.
Her father was Thomas Milano, and he was a film music editor.
Okay.
Her mother, Lynn Milano, was a fashion designer.
Interesting.
So you can see that even though they weren't performers themselves, they were involved in those creative fields, and that probably played a role
For sure.
in her journey.
Yeah.
She also has a younger brother, Corey Milano, who also became an actor.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, talent runs in the family.
For sure.
Now, we can't talk about Alyssa Milano without acknowledging her Italian heritage.
Right.
I mean, this is Italian Americans in Hollywood, after all.
Right.
Her paternal grandparents were both of Italian descent.
Okay.
And then on her mother's side, her grandmother's family was actually from Calabria, Italy.
That's great.
So she's spoken about that heritage with a lot of pride, and it seems to be a significant part of her identity.
Yeah.
Even though her parents weren't in the entertainment industry,
Right.
they were very supportive of her early ambitions.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's always great when you have
Yeah.
that family support system.
Big time.
So in Alyssa's case, she started modeling at a young age.
Okay.
And then at just 7 years old, she landed a role in a touring production of Annie.
Wow. 7 years old.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also watch our other shorts, videos, and podcasts. Also check out the fantastic books on Alyssa Milano. Links are in description.
So that experience with Annie really cemented her love for performing. It's that classic story that you hear from actors.
Yeah.
That moment where they realize, this is it.
This is what I want to do.
Yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
And then from there,
Yeah.
that early role in Annie kind of opened doors to all sorts of opportunities. We're talking stage productions, television commercials,
Wow.
off-Broadway plays, even a musical adaptation of Jane Eyre.
That's quite a resume for a young girl.
Yeah, she was a natural from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
But then came her big break in 1984. At only 11 years old, she landed the role of Samantha Micelli on Who's the Boss,
Wow.
playing Tony Danza's daughter.
Oh, yeah, I remember that show.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
And that show ran for 8 seasons, 196 episodes.
It was a huge hit.
Yeah.
I mean, she was everywhere.
It made her a household name, a teen idol.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. That is a lot for a young
person to handle.
The handle, for sure.
Yeah. And while she was working on Who's the Boss,
Yeah.
she still found time for other projects.
Oh, okay.
Notably in 1985, when she starred in Commando alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What a change of pace
I know.
from Who's the Boss
Like
to
that, right?
Commando with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, in that film, she played Jenny Matrix, Schwarzenegger's kidnapped daughter.
I completely forgot she was in that movie.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So Commando was a huge action blockbuster.
Oh, yeah.
And it really solidified her presence on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, she was still juggling school with an on-set tutor.
Wow.
Yeah, very driven.
Yeah, dedicated.
Now, her early film career wasn't all action films, though.
Oh, okay.
In 1986, she starred in The Canterville Ghost,
Okay.
which was a children's film based on an Oscar Wilde story.
Wow, I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, so she was really exploring all these different genres from a young age.
From a young age.
Did you know that she even dabbled in a music career?
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
She released several albums in Japan,
What? I did not know.
and they actually went platinum over there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So she's a singer, too.
Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also watch our other shorts, videos, and podcasts. Also check out the fantastic book on Alyssa Milano. Links are in description.
So ultimately, though, she decided to focus on her acting career,
Yeah.
particularly in the United States.
Mhm.
That decision led to some really interesting choices in the 1990s.
Yeah, so for example, in 1992, she starred in Where the Day Takes You, which was an independent film about a group of runaway teenagers.
Okay.
That was definitely a significant departure from her earlier roles.
Totally.
And critics actually took note.
Yeah, they did.
She followed that up that same year with the role of Amy Fisher in Casualties of Love, the Long Island Lolita story, which was a huge television event.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So she was clearly trying to move beyond that nice girl image from Who's the Boss.
Right.
And she didn't shy away from that goal. She went on to appear in a string of films, some of them erotic thrillers.
Okay.
We're talking titles such as Embrace of the Vampire, Deadly Sins, and Poison Ivy 2nd.
Lily.
Wow, she was really going for it.
Yeah, so I think it was a very strategic move to kind of transition out of child stardom and into more mature role.
Right, and kind of take control of her image and her career.
And she even got really savvy about protecting herself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she added nudity clauses to her contracts to make sure that she had control over those scenes.
Yeah, very smart.
Yeah, so that shows a strong sense of self-awareness.
Yeah, it does.
In taking control of her career.
Yeah.
But she also kept working in television during this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had guest spots on popular shows such as Spin City and The Outer Limits.
Okay.
So she was building a really solid resume.
Right.
And then came another Aaron Spelling production that really changed things for her. Melrose Place.
Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also watch our other shorts, videos, and podcasts. Also check out the fantastic books on Alyssa Milano. Links are in the description.
That show, a primetime soap opera phenomenon, was a cultural touchstone.
It was.
Alyssa joined the cast as Jennifer Mancini, adding to the already high drama of the show.
Yes, and here's what's even more interesting.
Okay.
She didn't just act on Melrose Place.
So?
She started producing.
Wow.
Yeah, so she was taking on more of that behind-the-scenes role, which suggests a growing interest in the creative process beyond just acting.
Right.
And that experience would lead her to another iconic role on yet another Aaron Spelling show.
Let me guess.
Charmed.
Charmed, okay.
Yeah, in 1998, she was cast as Phoebe Halliwell.
Right.
One of the three witch sisters battling evil in San Francisco.
Yes.
Charmed became a global phenomenon.
It did.
Solidifying Alyssa Milano's status as a television icon.
Absolutely. And Charmed really just cemented her place in television history.
It did.
Ran for 8 seasons, captivated audiences worldwide.
Yeah, but her journey didn't end there.
No, it didn't.
She continued to work steadily in the 2000s, taking on a variety of roles in television and in film.
In 2007, she joined the cast of the comedy My Name is Earl for 10 episodes.
Oh, cool.
Playing Billy Cunningham.
Okay.
That show is perfect for her comedic timing.
Yeah, and she was still producing, working on projects like the TV movie Wisegull in 2008.
Okay.
But here's something that I found really fascinating.
Okay.
Around this time, she started to become a very prominent voice in the world of sports.
Really?
Sports.
Yeah.
That's not something I would typically associate with Alyssa Milano.
I know. It's interesting, right? She's a huge baseball fan.
Okay.
A lifelong Dodgers supporter.
Oh.
And in 2007, she began writing a baseball blog for the official Major League Baseball website.
What prompted that move?
Well, she saw this lack of content, really,
Yeah.
that was geared towards female baseball fans. And she wanted to change that.
Yeah.
Her passion for the sport eventually led her to launch her own line of team apparel for women.
Really?
Called Touch.
So she's a talented actress, a producer, and a savvy businesswoman.
She is.
She really is multifaceted.
She is multi-talented and passionate about sports and... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She saw that opportunity to create something for female fans who are often overlooked by these big brands.
Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also watch our other shorts, videos, and podcasts. Also check out the fantastic books on Alyssa Milano. Links are in the description.
Back to her acting career.
Okay.
Alyssa kept adding to her resume throughout the 2010s.
Yeah.
She starred in the short-lived but charming sitcom Romantically Challenged.
Oh, yeah.
Playing a recently divorced single mother.
Okay.
Navigating the world of dating.
And then there was the Lifetime movie Sundays at Tiffany's.
Yes.
Which she also produced. And, of course, we can't forget her return to ABC.
Yes.
In the drama series Mistresses.
In Mistresses, she played Savannah Davis, one of 4 friends.
Yeah.
Dealing with, you know, the intricacies of their lives and their relationships.
She was a fan favorite on that show.
She was.
Sadly, she had to leave after 2 seasons.
I know.
Because of filming location conflicts.
Yeah.
And, you know, just prioritizing family time.
Right, 2 young children.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Even with the demands of motherhood.
Yeah.
She continued to find ways to be creative.
She did.
She even ventured into the world of comic books.
Comic books.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
In 2013, she created the comic book series Hacktivist,
Okay.
which explored the world of hacking and global activism.
Wow. It's very timely.
It was.
Very relevant.
Yeah.
Blending action and intrigue with these thought-provoking themes about technology and its impact.
It seems she always has her finger on the pulse of what's relevant.
She does. And her interest in really using her platform for good
Came to the forefront in the latter part of the 2010s.
So speaking of using her platform for good,
Yes.
let's talk about Alyssa Milano, the activist,
Okay.
because she's been involved in so many causes. Where do we even begin?
Well, her activism goes all the way back to her early days
Okay.
as a young actress.
Okay.
She was a very vocal supporter of Ryan White,
Okay.
this young boy with AIDS
Right.
who faced so much discrimination and fear.
Yeah.
She even appeared on the Phil Donahue show with him
Wow.
to challenge the stigma
Yeah.
surrounding the disease.
That must have been a really powerful moment,
It was.
especially back then
Especially back then.
when there was so much misinformation.
So much
And
misinformation
then prejudice.
surrounding HIV and AIDS.
It was a pivotal moment in raising awareness. And over the years, she's continued to use her voice to advocate for a wide range of causes.
Yeah.
She's a dedicated supporter of UNICEF, traveling to countries such as Angola, India, Kosovo, to see firsthand
Yeah.
the challenges facing children and families.
She's clearly committed
Yes.
to these causes
Very much so.
and not just lending her name for publicity.
No, she gets involved.
Yeah.
She's a staunch advocate for women's rights, LGBTQ plus equality, gun control, healthcare reform.
And in 2017, she became one of the leading voices
Yes,
in the hashtag #MeToo movement,
she did.
using her platform to encourage survivors of sexual harassment and assault
Yes.
to share their stories.
They share their story.
And her bravery in sharing her own experiences was really inspiring.
It was.
And it really helped to spark a global conversation
It did.
about sexual misconduct and the need for accountability.
Absolutely. It was a defining moment. And she continues to be this powerful advocate for social justice.
Yeah.
Beyond her work on screen and her activism, Alyssa Milano has also made a name for herself as an author.
Yeah. You're talking about the Hope series, right?
Yeah.
Those children's books that she co-authored with Debbie Rigaud that focus on these really important themes.
Important themes, yes.
Activism, social justice, finding your voice.
Those books really reflect her values, her desire to inspire young people to make change in the world.
Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also watch our other shorts, videos, and podcasts. Also check out the fantastic books on Alyssa Milano. Links are in description.
It's really amazing how much she's accomplished in her career.
She is a force to be reckoned with.
She is.
Her willingness to evolve and to challenge herself and to use her voice to speak out against injustice is really admirable.
She's a role model.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah, and it's exciting to think about what she's going to do next.
It is.
We've been talking about Alyssa Milano's extraordinary career, from her early acting roles to her powerful activism.
She's a true multi-hyphenate.
Yeah.
Constantly pushing those boundaries and exploring all those different avenues.
So let's delve into some of her more recent projects.
Okay.
In 2018, she starred in the Netflix dark comedy Insatiable,
Right.
which tackled some really complex issues such as body image and societal pressures.
Yeah. That show generated a lot of buzz. I remember that.
It did.
Some people loved it. Some
Yeah.
people thought it was a little controversial.
It definitely sparked conversations.
It did.
And Alyssa played Coralie Armstrong,
Yes.
who is this really multifaceted character who undergoes a significant transformation.
She also took on the lead role in another Netflix film, Brazen,
Yes.
which was a thriller based on a novel by Nora Roberts.
And that film really showcased her versatility as an actress.
For sure.
Because she's portraying a mystery writer who finds herself entangled in a real-life murder investigation.
It's a good one.
And beyond her acting work, she's remained a very prolific writer.
Yeah.
Not just with the Hope series,
Right.
but also with personal essays, political commentary.
Right.
In 2021, she released a collection of essays titled Sorry? Not Sorry.
I've heard of that one.
Yeah, it's really insightful. It explores her activism, her thoughts on current events, and her personal experiences
Wow.
with things motherhood and fame and social justice.
It really gives you a glimpse into her evolution as a thinker.
Yeah.
And as a voice for change.
She's never one to shy away from sharing her perspective.
No, she's not.
And it seems her passion for acting is still burning bright.
It is.
Because she is set to make her Broadway debut in 2024.
That's right.
She will be taking on the role of Roxy Hart in the long-running musical Chicago.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, me too. It's very exciting.
It's going to be great.
Please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also watch our other shorts, videos, and podcasts. Also check out the fantastic books on Alyssa Milano. Links are in description.
It's been fantastic talking about her.
Yeah, from child star to television icon.
Yes.
To outspoken activist, author.
And Broadway performer.
It's just been an amazing journey.
It has been inspiring.
Inspiring.
For sure.
She's really a testament to the power of using one's platform for good.
Yes.
And never stopping pursuing one's passions.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of Italian Americans in Hollywood.
It's been a pleasure.
We will continue to celebrate the accomplishments of Italian Americans who've made their mark
Absolutely.
on the entertainment industry.
Yes.
Until next time.
Arrivederci.